sure your convener will be able to tell you that. So for starting the preparation for the 26th, the presentation that we are planning on. So I wanted you all to start your preparation from today itself. Okay. So the last two classes that we had concentrate on was on the problem statement that you want to work on. It is very crucial because you have to understand that whenever you are building a solution, it has to be customer centric. If you remember in the first session that we spoke about, the customer is somebody that will pay you, right? So it is always important that you start your day with the problem. You start from the beginning. You don't build a solution and then go find who will buy it, but you always know who is going to use my product. On that basis, you will build your solution. Okay, so let's start today's session. So, and also to proceed further, can I get a confirmation? Have you all filled the Google form forming your teams?
Yes,
No,
ma'am.
ma'am. No, ma'am.
Ma'am, I haven't
No,
filled
ma'am.
it yet, but
Not
we
yet.
have made a group.
Okay, let's do one thing. By tomorrow 10 a.m., I will give you time. By tomorrow 10 a.m., you talk to your friends and fill up the Google form. Okay? Maximum 4 per team that you have to concentrate on. You can be 3, 4, but minimum has to be 3 and the maximum has 4. If the fourth, so all the columns in the Google form are kept mandatory. So if you do not have the fourth team member, all you have to do is put any not applicable in that blank. Okay, so let's start.
Ma'am,
Ma'am, we can take.
what will be the project?
What will be doing through the teams? So
Ma'am, what will be the project?
yes, so the entrepreneurship
Ma'am, what will be the
intern.
project?
Can you hear me?
Yes,
Himangi
ma'am, you're
Bhumika, can you
audible.
hear me? Yes,
Yes.
yes. So the project will be to build a business model Canva where you understand a problem, you build a solution, and then present your business idea. When I say business, it is not just solution, but also how are you going to make revenue out of it. Okay? A business plan where you forecast, where you project. Can everybody mute yourself? Thank you. So, the business model will talk about how your solution will get you money. Okay? From the first class that we were talking about customer centric is because any solution that a company builds, they want to earn money out of it, right? So we want to understand who is going to pay you, that is first, and also how much are they going to pay you, and in that case, how much are you spending from your pocket to build a solution. Okay, so all these things we will cover. So today's concept that we will talk about is business model Canva. I'm sure it is going to be interesting. Let's start. Can you see my screen?
Excuse
Ma'am,
me,
is the
ma'am.
poll, ma'am, is
Yes.
the
Yes,
poll for
ma'am.
attendance released or not?
It will be released. Let's start the presentation. Let's start the class. In between, Shubham will be able to help you with the attendance. Please do not, please do not just concentrate on the attendance. Let's concentrate on the session today because we have interesting things planned for you. So we need to understand what actually a business model Canva is. Okay, let's start.
Ma'am,
So
may I
first,
ask something?
sorry,
May I ask something?
yeah, please.
Ma'am, the problem statement that we have given in the form, do we have to consider that or something else?
You have to concentrate on that. You have to consider the problem statement. Only on that basis, you'll be building a solution and also the business model.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
If you have any other problem that you want to concentrate on, and your team wants to change your problem statement, you can always reach out to me. That is fine. So let us start the session and then we will come back to the problem. Okay, first understand what is a business model Canva, and then let us try to fit in your problem statement and the solution that you want to build on. Okay.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Ma'am, do we
Yeah,
have
so can
type also like a website?
We will come to that. We will come to that. What type of
All right,
solution that
guys.
you want to build on?
We'll answer this question like all these questions like after the session. When we
Exactly.
are
So I will
yeah.
give you, yes, I will give you a chance to
Else you
ask your
can
questions.
write in the chat or in the Q&A section.
Yes. Okay. So let's start the session. Shubham, can you see my screen?
Yes, ma'am, it's visible.
Okay, perfect. So this is something called as the lean model Canva. So do you remember on the first session we spoke about lean innovation method? Just give me a thumbs up if you remember anything as such. Lean innovation method that we spoke about, waterfall, agile, and lean. Do you remember something as such? Yes. Okay, perfect. So the lean model Canva is where you build some product, where you come up with some business plan, but also try to fit in and ask a lot of questions to your customers so that your business model Canva is a dynamic one. It is not a static one. Okay? So a business model Canva has these many blocks that you talk about. Starting from problem, you have solution, you have key metrics, unique value proposition, unfair advantage, channels, customer segments, revenue streams, and cost structure. So each block talks about something, and this also gives you an understanding how you're building your business. Okay, so let's start with a. So I will give you the template for business model Canva. Please do not just stick to this. I will give you the template. So, so how does this business model Canva work? How do we go forward? So we start with the problem, then we go with the customer segment. Then the third number we have is unique value proposition. And fourth is the solution. Fifth, we go to channels. Sixth, we go to revenue streams. Seventh, to cost structure. Then key metrics and unfair advantage. So how this story begins, I'll tell you. So first we start with what is the problem that people are facing? And then we talk about who are the people who are facing the problem. Okay, we define who is the actual problem facer. Then we go to what different can I build for them. Okay, from what I can differently build for them, you say this is what exactly what I'm building. It can be an application, it can be a website that somebody spoke, it can be a product, it can be a hardware. Then you try to bridge the solution to the customer segment. And how are you going to do is the channels. How do you deliver your solution to the customer segments is through the channels. Okay. When you talk about delivering it to customers, you talk about how do I earn money from the solution? That is the revenue stream. And when we talk about earning, we also have to say when I am building a solution, what is the money that I am incurring? That is, how much am I spending to create the solution? How much am I spending to deliver the solution to the customer? Right? Then comes the key metrics. That is, to make my product successful, what are the parameters that I need to think about? For example, for an application, it can be number of downloads. It can be how many people are, using my platform for how much longer, and then how many people are bringing new people by referral codes, how much payments are happening through my application. So these are some key metrics. Key metrics talks about only numbers, not just subjective terms. It talks about how many numbers are you able to achieve. And the last one is unfair advantage, that says why your solution cannot be copied by your competitors. Correct? So let's look at each blocks, all the 9 blocks one by one in depth. So always start with the problem, that is the purpose, and giving some examples. Okay, so what is the problem that people are facing? Firstly, that you have to do is identifying the top three problems. Top three problems. Okay. For example, when we spoke about the flood, we talk about the top three problems. There can be umpteen problems during flood. There can be electricity cut off, there can be no supply of food, there can be no supply of medicines, it can be logistic problem, it can be health issues, it can be a lot of things, right? But you have to concentrate on the top three problems that you want to concentrate on. Okay? Your solution cannot solve all the problems of the world, right? You have to concentrate on the specific topmost problem that you want to solve. Then you focus on the real pain points. If you're talking about food unavailability during flood, there can be three pain points. You have to define that. Either it can be food delivery, it can be shortage of food, or it can be food being bought in a very expensive for a very large expense. And also it can be the quality of the food or the storage of the food. It can be a lot of problems, but what are the three real pain points that you want to identify and you want to address? For example, Ola solves a lot of issues. It can be, payment gateway. It has wherever you are, you just have to book the cabs to reach one place. You don't have to bargain with the driver while paying. There is a lot of security. Lot of things are there, but what is the topmost problem that you want to solve? It can be lack of easy cab access for Zomato. It can be menu transparency. It can be food rating. It can be the places that you want to visit and the rating mechanism that Zomato has. So concentrate on the top 1 to 3 problems and the actual pain points. Okay. Then how do you say this is the actual problem? You do it by validating the customer interviews. You remember in the last session that we spoke about customer validation through value proposition Canva? That is this. You validate with the customer interviews saying that yes, there are people who actually has this problem. It is not just me, but also the other people, like 10 to 15 people who face the same issue during the same time, right? Then last, you talk about problems should be current and specific. It cannot be like, during COVID time this happened, during 2000s this happened, or we say this is going to happen. The problem is supposed to be current and it has to be specific. It cannot be a subjective. It cannot be vast, saying that it is a flood problem. No, it has to be a definitive, very defined, curated problems. Okay? Are you with me? Say yes if you understood this.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Perfect.
Yes.
So now to
Customer is not ready to pay today, but in the future, people will be more environment sensitive, and in the future, people will pay for the problem.
yes, that can be there can be problems which are future oriented. For example, if you talk about Paytm, when it was introduced during 2015 and 16, that time nobody knew properly about Paytm and it did not get a lot of visibility. But at the time of demonetization was something that nobody expected and nobody forecasted. It happened all of a sudden. And at that time, Paytm got the most payment gateway channel. It became the most popular payment gateway channel, right? It was not built for that purpose, but actually it became a very successful platform because something in the future, digitalization, that was something that was forecasted, not keeping just demonetization as one of the problem statements, but also forecasting that India is going towards digital economy, right? So payment gateways for digital purpose was built for. Correct. So you are right. So you can forecast some problems that can happen in the future. For example, when electric vehicles were started long back, there was no boost. But right now, with petrol, with the, all these issues, the war situation that happened between US, Israel, Iran, that is one of the, electric vehicles came up with a boom, right? A lot of people started saying that now government is going to emphasize people to switch to electric vehicles. Now petrol and diesel are increasing their rates, right? So something that you can forecast and you can do actual problems, yes. So let's go to the next slide. I have few questions for you. Okay. Okay, rapid fire. The problem section can list as many problems as you want. Can you do that? In a lean model Canva, answer quickly. The first question, the problem section can list as many problems as you want. True or false?
My voice is breaking.
Can you hear me now?
False.
So how many problems? Exactly. So how many problems should a problem section have?
C.
Ma'am,
Same.
5 to 2.
Can you
Yes,
repeat the
exactly.
question?
Maximum three.
Ma'am,
Maximum three. Too many
maximum
problems if
5,
you jot it.
minimum 3.
Sorry?
3 main problems.
Maximum 5, 3
Exactly.
minimum.
Yes, maximum three, okay, not minimum. It is 1 to 3, maximum three, okay. You should validate problems through surveys. True or false?
True.
True,
True,
ma'am.
true. Very good. You have to validate problems with the customers. You are not going to be the validator. You are supposed to go to the people who actually face these kind of problems, okay. So every product needs a problem block filled. True or false?
True.
True. Every
True, ma'am.
product is every product is built based on some problem. So it has to be mapped with the actual problem, correct? So let's go to the next block. Okay. So when you identify a problem, now you have to identify who are the people facing it and who is going to pay for me if I build something for them, correct? So define who your customers are. Customers are people who are going to pay you, right? We have seen that in previous two classes. So you have to define who your customers are. Specific. You cannot be very generic about your customers. You have to be very keen in defining your customers. Now, different segments, different problems. Okay. For example, during flood, if I said main three problems, okay, electricity or logistics and the medicines, if I'm talking about three things, there will be three customer segments who are facing three problems. It can be only one person or one type of customer facing a lot of issues, but you have to keenly say this is specifically for those people. For example, if you're talking about electricity, right? You have to talk about specific customer segments. When you talk about logistic issue, you have to say during flood, a lot of passengers were traveling from different states to come to Chennai. Different people traveling across a world through Kerala, but due to flood, these people were stuck in Kerala. Okay, so you are gonna concentrate on one specific part of customer segment. You cannot have a vast segment of customers. Okay, for example, when you talk about Uber, you have two types of customers, the riders and drivers. Uber makes money through both of these customer segments. Riders pay them a part of the ride, the ride charges, and also drivers are supposed to pay uh, everyday basis. He एक दिन का 150, 2 दिन का something like that. Okay, so for example, Zomato also. Zomato charges the restaurant and also the people who buy food through Zomato, correct? So you have to understand there are two customer segments. So when you have different customer segments having same problem, you have to create different lean canvas. Okay? A lean canvas will be only for one specific customer segment. Are you understanding this? Do you want me to repeat?
Yeah.
Okay. So imagine I'm building a business model Canva for Zomato. Okay. Now tell me what are the different ways through Zomato earns money? What are the different ways?
Charge
First
money to
one
the customer, it charges money to the restaurant, and
Yes.
there's some.
And okay, so there are two customer segments. Okay, so one is the restaurant, the other one is the customers who buy food through their platform. Okay, two types of customer segments. Now, when I'm building my business model Canva, my business plan has to be two. Okay, one for the restaurant and one for the customers who are buying the food from the platform. I'll tell you why. Imagine you have a Canva. Okay, now for each business model, you require different money. You need different approach to reach out to these people. You need different parameters to get engaged with them, and also you spend different to reach out to these people. For example, for restaurant, because it's a B2B, business to business approach, you will have to have different set of marketing strategy. Now to reach out to people, the common people, the marketing strategy will be completely different. Are you understanding this?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
है ना? जैसे Uber में, Uber has two types of customer segments. One, riders and drivers. The drivers can be literate, illiterate, and to reach out to these people, to the driver community that join Uber and earn money is going to be one strategy. And another strategy will be for the riders ki, uh, ride through Uber to get a better ride, to reach safely or something like that. So uh, the approach for different customer segments are going to be different. So understand one thing, for a solution, if you have two customer segments or more customer segments, you have to build lean model Canva for different customer segments differently. Are you with me? Okay.
yes, ma'am.
Okay. So when it is different, when a customer segment business model Canva is different for different customers, what makes it better is personalization of solution and marketing. You will have a very keen approach of targeting these customers and also to get engaged with them. For example, if a customer buys a product from you, it is your duty to make that customer come to you again. It cannot be a one-time purchase, right? You have to make sure that the customer comes back to you again. So what are the strategy that you are going to inbuild so that the customer comes back to you again and there is no churning? Okay, so that is why when there are n number of customer segments for your solution, there has to be n number of business models. Okay, now there is now I want to introduce a term called early adopters. Early adopters are people who will be your first buyers. For example, imagine I have a best friend and I'm starting baking. I'm going to start my own bakery. Okay. Now, when I start my own bakery, I want my own people to first to buy from me and help me understand if I am doing it better. And these people will be the first users. Since they are going to be the first users, they are very important for me because they are going to spread the word of mouth. They're going to give reviews about my bakery to all other people so that they come to me. There is a traction through these people, right? So you also have to concentrate on who are going to be your early adopters. Are you getting me? If you start a shop, okay, if you start opening a shop near your place, what would you do? First, you will invite your own friends, you will invite your family to come and experience it, right? And you will also tell them to rate and give review on Google. Correct? So these are your early adopters who will be first buyers, who will be the first people to use your products, use your solution, and spread word of mouth. Are you with me? Any doubt?
No.
Okay, perfect. So, ready for the questions? So, true or false? A customer segment can include partners. True or false?
Ma'am,
Sorry. Why is it that a customer cannot be included as a partner? Why?
ma'am, because the customer might not have knowledge of the business.
So, so partners are people who actually catalyze your business. Okay? They are not going to pay you. Partners will not be paying you. A customer will pay you. So, a customer segment cannot include partners. I will tell you later where partners have to be included. Okay? True or false? Customer segments must be specific. True, false.
True.
True.
Okay.
True, ma'am.
Mass market products don't need segmentation. True or false?
Ma'am, what is the meaning of segmentation?
False.
Segmentation is you have 100 people in a place and you have a solution. Now you have to sell it to few people, right? Then you segment who will be the right buyer for me, who is going to be the right customer for me. That is segmentation. So for mass market products, don't need segmentation. True or false?
False.
False.
Very good. You can have more than one customer segment. True or false?
True.
True,
True.
ma'am.
True.
True.
Exactly. Early adopters are the last to adopt innovation. True or false?
False.
Exactly. It's false. I will tell you, we have Apple craze people, right? There are people who actually wait for when will Apple release their new will do their new launch. I'll be the first person to buy it. We have people like them. So early adopters are usually very enthusiastic and very excited people that they want to adopt new innovations. They want to, see, and they are not afraid of changes. They'll go to different places to try out new things. So early adopters are people like them, right? So next, the most important part of a business model Canva is something called as unique value proposition. Very, very important. If a solution does not have unique value proposition, you're going to be just like your competitor. Okay? Just like your competitor or below them. Okay? So it is very important for you to build a unique value proposition, anything. Like, for example, if you, now imagine there are hundreds of products in the market. There are hundreds of soaps and, bathing lotion and things like that. But you specifically choose one type of soap, right? You specifically choose one type of soap. There are a lot of salts available in the market, different brands, but usually people go for Tata salt or Ashirvad, whatever it is. There is a preference to one particular brand, right? There are a lot of, for example, if I give you, if I give you an option of buying um, BMW, Mercedes, or maybe a Tata and or a Kia, which is the automobile that you will choose?
BMW.
Okay,
Tata.
BMW.
Tata. Okay, any other preference? BMW, Tata, Kia, and Mercedes. That's it. Only one BMW, one Tata. Okay. Okay. Audi.
I'm
Okay. Audi.
BMW.
BMW. So,
Mercedes.
so I will tell you what actually they do. Each company, let it be BMW, let it be Mercedes, let it be Ferrari, let it be any such Porsche. Yes. So you have different brands. Each brand specifically concentrates on each type of customer, one type of customer. They so like the person who chooses Tata They are the people who actually want what? Mileage. Maybe they are commuting daily. They need, a better mileage for reaching their office or school or whatever, right? If you are, is a UVP similar to USP? Yes, UVP is similar to USP. It's the value that you give. What is the selling point? So USP is going to be uh, a sentence, and UVP is going to be the value that you give through a product or a solution. Okay? So understand that each, like somebody, Anmol has said Alto. Alto gives the best mileage. Okay? Because the engines are small, it is actually made it for the mileage purpose. So each product is based for each customer segment. To target a customer segment, you have to define the proper unique value proposition. Proper. You cannot make it the world's first, or the best. These are some things that people use it, but actually, what is a unique value proposition? Unique value proposition will clearly state why a customer has to choose you and not your competitor. Okay? The very thing that a customer will come to buy your product but not go to your competitor. Somebody said Alto, but you had many other options, right? Why did you choose Alto? That is the unique value proposition. Why did you choose BMW? That's a unique value proposition. Something that they have defined for you for that particular customer segment, right? So
Ma'am,
it's
can
going
we
to be once.
which targets
Sorry,
different type of customers? Can
sorry. Can you?
Yeah. Ma'am, can we build one brand which focuses on different types, like of the same brand? There is one product which targets the people who are into more expensive buying, one product of the same brand which is more affordable.
So,
So that
what's a good name?
I'm Navya.
Navya. So Navya, usually when a startup is born or a company, when they start, they don't come up with 10 different products. They start with one product and then they build different features and then they make different products, different models. For example, um, maybe a company that starts, like Colgate. Colgate started with the basic one. Then they came up with the sensitive tooth ke liye, alag se. Then they had for ultra whitening and things like that. Then they concentrate on a different customer segment, right? So similar way, a solution can be for different, like for example, Coke. Do you know the actual thing that Coke was built for? I think we discussed this in the first class also.
It was
Hannah, it was started as a cough syrup. It was introduced as a cough syrup. Then they later made it as a beverage, right? When Coke came, now it is a beverage. They also found out that it has too much of sugar content. Then they made a different type of product, the Diet Coke, where they concentrate on people who are dieting and they are fine to take acetone and not sugar. Correct? So when you start a solution, you start selling it. You also come across few customer segment that they are not willing to buy your product, but they will buy it if you make some customization to that. Then they concentrate on that. Are you understanding this?
yes, ma'am.
Samsung has different models. It has ultra, these ultra model that concentrates on, high megapixel, where you can even capture the moon, different planets, the stars, the constellations. You also have Samsung in the range of 20,000 to 30,000 that concentrates on the economical, customer segment. They just want to use the phone as a smartphone. They are not bothered about the high level of camera that they have. Correct? So there, a single company will make different models for different customer segments to capture a maximum customers. Are you with me?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Correct. So
Yes, ma'am.
exactly. So unique value proposition is defined properly for a specific customer segment based on the problem that they are facing. Once you define this, for example, Airbnb, uh, the uh, the example of Airbnb is book unique homes and experiences. Okay, a unique value proposition will always answer why is that you and not your customer. Always. Okay? So it is going to be the one sentence that defines you, that you stand out from your other competitors. Are you with me?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Okay. So true or false? UVP is a marketing slogan. True or false?
What is UVP?
Unique value proposition, sorry. Unique value proposition is a marketing slogan. Is it a slogan?
True.
Fall.
Exactly. It's not a slogan. It is going to be your strategy. It is going to be a clear definition that whom are you targeting and why people have to choose you. Correct? UVP should be clear and compelling. True or false?
True.
True.
True. UVP is optional on the lean Canva.
False.
False. UVP is the most important thing. If UVP is not there, imagine you got to know the problem, you build a solution, you have identified your customers and you're doing everything, but there is no uniqueness in you. There are 10 people, 10 products, but there is nothing unique in your solution. People will not buy you. So one of the very important things about lean model Canva is UVP. It helps differentiate you from others. True or false?
True.
True.
You can write multiple UVPs in one canvas. True or false?
True.
No. Just concentrate on one single thing. One UVP with different benefits, yes, but do not concentrate on too many UVPs. You cannot have, too much of jargons going around कि ये भी है मेरे में ये भी है ये दुनिया का पहला है सबसे बेस्ट है सबसे कम है ऐसे नहीं हो सकता. Concentrate on a very crucial niche UVP and target the best customer segment who can pay you. Okay, let's go to the solution. Now that you know what is the problem, you know who is going to pay for me, and you want to do the best thing. Okay, something like what Airbnb said, book unique homes and experiences. Now that you have defined that this is what you're going to do, now the question is, how are you going to do? What is the main? So Airbnb started with a website, then application, ticket. It can be an application, it can be a product, it can be a sensor that does that, anything. Depends on the problem and the unique value proposition that you have built for your customer segment. A solution will outline 1 to 3 high-level solutions. It is going to be my mobile application. It is going to be on Android and iOS. It is going to solve this problem. That's it. Solution. This is my solution. You have to keep it short, not a featured list. You should know a solution is different than a feature. If you remember the customer value proposition that we spoke about, just 1 minute, I'll just close my door. Just give me 1 minute, okay?
Meanwhile, we can take the attendance. Uh, I'm about to run the poll, guys. Also, I want everyone to like change your name to the real name. For example, someone has named their like ID as iPhone 6 some Pro. Please change it to your own name. I'm gonna run the attendance poll in a minute.
Shubham, I'm back. Can I continue?
Sir, but this
Sorry.
attendance was not taken in the previous sessions.
So because it was a like webinar, it was like we actually got your email. through the meeting itself, but through in this meeting version, we have to take the attendance.
Okay, can I continue?
And just a second, I'm about to launch it.
Hanji, Hanji.
Now you can.
Okay. Okay, perfect. So a solution when you're building, you have to outline the top high level solutions that you want to introduce. You have to keep it short. You have to know the difference between a solution and a feature. Okay, a solution will solve a problem. A feature will be a good thing if it has. Even if the feature is not there, a solution should solve a problem. It is just if you remember, the gain creator that we spoke in the unique value proposition, this is that. Are you with me?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Just 1 minute, I'm asking. Okay. So, uh, if you remember the unique value proposition Canva, the value proposition Canva that we were talking about, we had defined jobs to be done and we mapped it to the solution that we want to bring in, correct? Similar way, the problem that you are defining in the first block of the business model Canva, you have to directly tie it to the solution that you want to build. Each solution that you are gonna come up with, it has to be uh, solving the problem that you are defining in the first block. Okay, like Ola is an app-based taxi booking, GPS-based ATA. What all it saying? It's an application. You don't have to go anywhere. You just have to sit in a place and you have to do this. Because it's GPS, you don't have to give any navigation. You don't have to say, I want to go there. You just have to put it on the application and they will do that. Another, it is ETA based. ETA, what it does, it tells us how much time it will take for me to reach there. It will also tell me different routes through GPS that it will take time. Okay? So iterate based on feedback. For example, if a customer, so since this is a lean model, lean is always dynamic. You have to keep it changing. If a customer does not like it, you have to keep it changing. So you have to do iteration based on feedback. ठीक है? For example, your application has 10 features. Example के लिए, ठीक है? Now these 10 features, you have launched your application and one customer comes and tells you कि यार, because of this feature, whenever I switch on this feature, what it does is it goes back. It is showing not responding on my application. Okay. Till the time you troubleshoot this problem, what you have to do is at least you have to remove this feature from your application so that your customer will not have any problem using your platform. Okay, so always it has to be iterative based. Okay, so based on the solution block, let's do a quick rapid fire. True or false? You should solve every known customer problem. True or false?
False.
True. It's false. You know the problem and then you map it with the customer and then you solve it. You don't solve it because the customer has 10 problems. Okay? Next, the solution should be directly addressed to the problems. True or false?
True.
Complex product descriptions are needed here. True or false?
False.
False. It has to be simple, very straightforward that this is going to be my solution for this particular problem. Solutions can evolve. True or false? Leave it out. Solutions can
True.
evolve.
True.
True. Based on the feedback you get from the customers, you have to keep evolving the solutions. The last, you don't need a list. You don't need to list a solution. True or false?
False. False.
False. You have to map. If you're listing three problems, you have to list the solutions mapping to that. Okay. Okay. So now let's see what all you have. You have a problem. You have identified who will pay for, if I'm building a solution for this problem, who will pay for me. Third, you are saying, "Ki I want to do something unique for these customers for the problem." Fourth, you said, how am I going to do this? I'm going to do through my solution. Now, fifth important is, how am I going to connect my solution to the customers? How am I going to deliver it to them? First, this is something called as channels. Okay, like how will you reach them? How will your customers know that this is a solution that you're doing? So it can be advertisements, it can be search engine optimize. So SEOs usually do what? They do advertisements, correct? You do a lot of PR, you do so something called as early adopters ke through, you do a lot of review mechanism. You do, Instagram ka koi post, you ask your friends who has, who is an influencer to come to your shop and try something out and then post it, right? So these are some of the channels that you use so that people know that this is the solution that you're building. Correct?
Channels mean marketing.
Marketing. How do your customers know कि आप exist करते हो? How would they know कि आपके पास ऐसा कोई product है? आपने कोई ऐसा product बनाया है, right? So that is going to be your channel, reaching out to your customers. Okay? In a simple term, if your house is in Dilshad Garden and you want to reach Mayur Vihar, right? What is the medium of transport that you use to reach from Dilshad Garden to Mayur Vihar? So those are going to be your channels. Either it can be metro, it can be Ola, it can be your scooty or car or anything as such. Okay? And the channels will tell you how effectively are you going to tell about your unique value. Okay? So social media is a channel, true or false?
True.
Jaldi batao.
Yeah.
True.
True.
Channels must be physical only.
False.
False. Channels can be any medium that tells to your customers that you're there, right? Email marketing is part of channels, true or false?
True.
True.
True. True.
True. Only digital channels work today, true or false?
False.
False.
False. False. Actually, it depends on the product that you are selling, right? So it can be physical also. Channels show how the product is delivered, true or false?
False.
False. A
False.
channel will tell you how what that you exist and this is your solution that you're building, right? So next, now that you have delivered, now that you know how to deliver your product to the customer, right? What is the next thing that you have to understand? Now I am going to sell this to my customer segments. So what are the modes of streams that I can earn revenue? मैं कैसे कैसे पैसे कमाऊंगी? Example, when you look at McD, ठीक है? McD has different products. How does McD earn money? How?
Ma'am, they give us food and we pay for it.
Yes, one is they sell food. What else?
They show ads on the
Ma'am,
screen.
fast food chain, as in fast food chain.
Yeah, they have fast food chain. They people just do not come not just go to the restaurant, sit there and eat. They also do delivery mechanism. Okay, so that is also one of the channels that they use. But what is the other revenue stream for McDonald's?
And offers they provide like sometimes buddy meal and
Anything else that they do that they earn
social
money from?
media. Social media. It's getting famous and no
So
one
social media will
like
be a channel for them to tell that I'm launching this Ranveer Singh ka burger and other things, Korean burger and all. But what is the revenue stream? One, they sell the products, sell the food products and all, what is the other way that they earn money? They also rent their party place, right? People can do party at McD. They have a small hall inside. They also cater for parties, right? So this is not going to be just selling the A, but also they cater towards any party, for any birthday parties, or some small gatherings. They do that. So these are different revenue streams. I'll give you another example, okay? So imagine I'm a tutor, okay? I'm a tutor. What are the different types of revenue streams that I can think of? I'm very good in math, for example. I'm very good in math. What are the different ways that I can earn money knowing math, being a tutor?
Teach
By
students,
taking tuition.
I can do tuitions. Okay, what else?
you can sell some products which are related to education. You can sell some batches, some books which teach have tricks of maths.
Online
Okay,
education.
Can teach in schools.
perfect. I can teach in school. I can teach online. Yes. And what else?
You can sell some books with the tricks of maths.
Yes, I can do that. Perfect. So, um, so I'll tell you what are different revenue streams that you have to think of, and you have to be very creative about it. You have to say कि ऐसा कोई कर ही नहीं सकता है, ऐसे type का we have to do. Like somebody said, you can, create some tricks for mathematics and something very unique that I have to come up with, okay? That people are not able to do that. That is my unique value proposition. Now imagine I'm a tutor. So one way of revenue stream will be like morning mein, I go to some school, teach. I come back. While on my way back, I'm doing home tuition. Okay. From home tuition, I earn around 5,000 rupees. Okay. Then I come back home. I I gather 10 students at my place and I teach them and I earn from there. Okay. That is another revenue source. Fourth revenue source that I can think about is, if, by selling out question banks, the most predictable questions that you can expect this year or something like that. A question bank where students do not have to go and, search out or search or have a treasure hunt, which is going to be the most predictable questions for my boards or something. I can do that also. I can compile it, sell notes or something like that. Okay, so different revenue streams. The most important part of earning is you have to know which is the most easiest and the most cost efficient way of earning. ठीक है?
A
मान
doubt,
लो, हाँ जी.
ma'am, will the way how I will cut down on the raw materials or any other thing, how will I cut down the cost of production? Will this come in revenue streams?
No, revenue is incoming. Revenue is what you earn. Cost is something that you spend. Are you understanding this?
Yes, ma'am.
ठीक है? Example, अगर मैं Netflix हूँ, if Netflix is my company, subscriptions is going to be my model. Freemium was already a model where, 1 month के लिए free दे दिया, उसके बाद ये हुआ. Few people also do direct sales, right? So these are different examples: subscriptions, ads, freemium. थोड़े दिन के लिए free में रखा. Like Jio, when it was started, for 3 months they gave free. Then they extended for 6 months. Then they did subscription based, right? So these are different types of models for revenue stream. For different products, the method of revenue stream will be different. What are the different ways in which you can earn money is called as a revenue stream. ठीक है? जैसे ड्राइवर, अगर मैं ओला हुई, so there are two ways of my revenue stream. One, money from the customer rights, and the other, money from the driver commissions. Now, third way Ola has started earning money is through what?
By
What is by?
playing ads of different brands.
No, no,
And when
they
we go
don't.
to so many ads pop up, will that giving revenue to Ola?
Yeah, actually playing advertisements on your application can be one of the revenue streams, but I've not seen an Ola as such. Maybe I have I have not seen it. My mistake. But what is the other way Ola is now earning in lakhs in months, in a month, lakhs and crores? How are they doing it? Ola.
Ma'am, can you repeat the question?
What are the different revenue streams for Ola? One is customer ride, another is driver commissions. What are the other ways Ola is earning now, currently?
Ma'am, if the ride has been cancelled, then
So that is not an actual, that is also from the customer rides only. If customer is canceling, that comes under the customer ride only. It's a penalty. So penalty is not something I'm talking about. What are the different ways of earning revenue by Ola?
Subscribe. Sus.
Do
ma'am,
you do you know something about Ola bikes? The Ola brand where they are selling bikes now, Ola bikes, the branded one. They're
no.
also selling their own bikes, Ola, right?
No, no heard of this.
Good that. So Ola has started their electric vehicles and they're doing that. So different revenues that you can think about for a company, for a product are the revenue streams. Okay? Like Zomato ko le lo. Zomato earns through restaurant. They earn through customers buying food from there. They also earn from a review mechanism. Review. They give review for different restaurant. So for the review, the restaurant also pays. Not just for connecting to different ye, but also through the review of restaurants. है ना? So these are revenue streams. What are the different ways that you think about to earn more revenue? ठीक है? So rapid fire. True or false? Free products have no revenue. True or false?
True.
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 But in some
True.
cases, it will be freemium model. Okay? Freemium model are what? Earlier days, they'll give you for free, but then later they go for subscription based or whatever the channel is. Okay? A lot of times, if you see, like, so people who buy newspaper, a few times you also get some sample products like a sachet of tea or sachet of shampoo, a conditioner, or anything as such. Some free products they'll give. That is for customers to use those products and also to know ki this is a good product and to come back again to buy that. So that is also a freemium model. Okay. Second, you can list future revenue streams too. True or false?
True.
True. You
True.
can do that. Usually, a business plan is about a future thing. Now you're doing that, you will put it.
No.
But also in the
Wow.
future, you can do that. Okay? Third, subscriptions are a revenue model. True or false?
True.
True.
You only need one revenue stream. True or false?
False.
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 Donations can count as revenue. True or false?
True.
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 So it's very subjective, actually. This is going to be your assignment, one of the assignments. So as a group, talk more about donations. So just jot it down. Donations, discounts, and coupons also. You have to categorize which block they fall under. Okay? Donations,
Ma'am, can you repeat?
coupons, donations, discounts, and coupons. Which category they'll fall under in the business model Canva. You have to tell me that. This is your homework. ठीक है? Now let's go to the next
I
block.
have a
Sorry.
When sometimes brand do some good things so to get maintain a good image in front of customer, like Mama Earth plant trees so that it can show a good image. So where will that come?
Those are channels that those are marketing strategies that they use it. For example, when Burger King came, right? So there's a big case study on this. Burger King and McD. So McD, they used to give this Happy Meals. You remember? Happy Meals where they give some toys, some exciting toys they give, right? So when Burger King was introduced, what they did was they just said ki we go eco-friendly. We don't give any plastic wala thing. So that became a very big mantra where people started going to Burger King. Whereas Burger King and McD, when Burger King was introduced, they had similar rates only. But when they said eco-friendly, people have an edge towards eco-friendly sustainability and things that way. So it's a marketing mantra.
Okay.
Discounts, coupons, and donations. Okay, so I've put it in the chat, the three things that how you need to work on. So let's quickly come to cost structure. So cost is something that you spend. If you're building something, you're earning revenue. Obviously, you're doing something, right? You are building. You need manpower. You need a place to build it. You need maybe if you're having application, you will need Google Workspace. You will need hosting. You need UI UX development and lot of things, right? So these are some of the ways. How are you spending money to build a product and to deliver a product? That comes under cost structure. Usually, it can be categorized into majorly as fixed and variables. Okay, so let me just put it this way. Just 1 minute. If you can see my chat, it is going to be one-time cost, fixed cost, and variable cost. Okay, just check my chat. On the chart, I have put the three types of cost that incurs. One is a one-time cost, another is fixed cost, and third is variable cost. I'll give you very basic example of this. Okay, imagine I'm doing an office setup or the bakery. Let me take an example of bakery. So my one-time cost will be setting up of bakery, buying some equipments. That is, I'm going to do only one time. Okay, I'm going to buy the oven only once. I'm not planning it to buy every month. I will buy the waffle maker. I will buy, the water dispenser. I will buy some ovens, a lot of things, refrigerator and a storage almirah. And all these things will be one-time cost for me. Okay. Anything that you purchase only single time is one time cost. And then fixed costs are something that every month, this is a fixed cost that I need to spend. For example, manpower, rent, maintenance cost. It can be sometimes it's electricity also a fixed cost that 1,000 rupees you have to pay some cases. Variable cost, yeah, exactly. Manpower cost is salary. How much are you giving salary? Like PF. Every month I'm supposed to give this for PF, right? Now, restock that Agam is saying comes under variable cost. I'll tell you why. Some month you will need few products very in a bulk amount, and sometimes you need in a very small amount. So these keeps changing from one month to another. Even sometimes when I'm talking about bakery, electricity will be my variable cost. I'll tell you why. During the month of December, when it is too much of baking of, all this plum cake and all, I might have to extend my hours in baking a lot of cakes. In that way, electricity becomes a variable cost for me. Some month I will not have too much of orders. If you, sorry. Praneeth, I'm not able to hear you.
No, I wasn't saying anything. Accidentally unmuted.
Okay. So, so the variable costs are something that, varies from one month to another. Okay? So, when you forecast what is going to be your cost involved in making some business, you will also be able to understand how sustainable your business will be. It is not just about earning, it is also about spending. How much are you spending? You can say कि my turnover was this, my revenue was this, and all you can say. But at the end, are you making profit? है ना? So break even is, so what is break even? What is break even? Anybody?
Ma'am, when the company starts getting profit.
Uh, so
Ma'am,
see,
basically when your profit and your loss are able to close on each other. So when you're able to make profit and the losses with the money you've invested uh, into the into the stage which you're working on, when the company makes that money back and you have basically zero, you're not making a profit or not, you're not at a loss. That's basically breaking even.
correct, correct. Very true. Like, for example, imagine I am starting a very core technology-based solution. Okay. So in early 3 years, I'm not able to make any money out of it. All I'm doing is just burning my cash. Okay. Imagine in 3 years, I'm spending 3.5 crores. Example. Now then, on the first year when I start selling my products, what happens is I do only 1 crore of revenue, but again, I spend around 0.5 crore in that year. Every year I'm spending point five, something like that when I start earning. So there will be a break even where I don't make a profit, I don't make any loss, but there will be a point how much ever money that I have put, 3.5 plus how many point 0.5 of money that I have spent, that revenue that I earn, that it nullifies, that neutralizes how much ever that I have spent and earned. That is going to be a break even. After that, your spending and your earning will give you loss or profit. Okay? So this is very important. Why? Because any product that you're building is for earning money and to make profit out of it. So first you go to break even and then start making profit. Are you with me? It's a profit making company, Mazin. When the company starts making profit, so there also happens a lot of manipulation. A company can just show 3 months of a profit and say कि मैं profit में हूँ, but they do not calculate the break even. Break even will be from the first day that they have started to put the money into the company, है ना? So, quick questions. True or false? Cost structure should be very detailed. True or false?
True.
Tech development is a common cost. Tech development is a common cost. True or false?
True.
So there are a lot of parameters under tech development. Okay. One is to develop a technology, you should have some resources, infra already available. You also need skilled manpower. So, lot of things. It's a mixture of cost involved in a tech development. All costs are fixed, true or false?
False.
False. You have variable, you have one time, you have fixed. You should ignore future costs. True or false?
False.
False.
False. Cost is very important. You have to forecast even a single thing that you need. कि 2 साल बाद I want to hire a chief operating officer. That time also you have to forecast कि अगर मैं 2 साल बाद 1 लाख दे के per month I am hiring a COO. I have to earn 1 lakh now. I have to earn that much to pay them later. Okay. Okay. Next, You should ignore future costs. Okay, cost helps define funding needs. True or false?
True.
True.
True. So
False.
only when you understand how you're spending, where you're spending, you will able to first optimize your expenditure. Second, you will also know ki what is the fund that you need later. Correct? Okay, there are only two things that is left. Let us finish that and then leave. Okay, it's 8:24. Since we started a bit late, let's finish this and I'll tell you what is your assignment that you have to submit on Tuesday. Okay? So key metrics. So the second last topic that we are gonna cover is key metrics. So now you have started selling, you have a solution, you have a unique value proposition, you have your customers buying, but how are you tracking? Whether you are going good or is it making loss or something, how are you calculating? You have to track your progress, right? Jaise in the first month, you scored 25 out of 25, you scored only 10. But next month you study harder and then you get 15. So more than last time. Then again you study, you come only 16. Then you know कि from 15 to 16 ही गए हैं. There is something wrong. Then you put more effort. So there is some tracking mechanism, correct? So similar way, your business also has to have a tracking mechanism. ठीक है? Like activation, retention, revenue per use. So these are some technical terms that I'm using. Basically, you have to say अगर आपका application है, how many downloads that is happening. Second, अगर download हो रहा है, आपका application है, how much time a single person is spending. Third, even if they are spending, how much are they buying? For example, Myntra में घंटों भर, if you are just doing a shopping, just screening it, you're not buying anything. It's of no use. But this also leads to purchase of products from Myntra because they will put a lot of things. For example, you go to buy only one type of product to a supermarket. Imagine I'm just going to buy Milkmaid from there, okay? While buying Milkmaid, just next to the Milkmaid, I see there is a new launch of, blueberry jam that is there. I get very, I get excited and I buy that. Then while going to the counter, I also see there is a huge offer that goes buy one, get one on some cookies. I really like it, so I buy that also. So these are what? This is a strategy that they have planned, some key metrics that a business plans for seeing if the customer is spending too much time on that. For example, YouTube is the best example for key metrics. How many likes, how many comments, how many positive comments, right? And also they also see how much time are you spending on one particular video, how much are you sharing it, a lot of things, a lot of metrics. So these help you to understand whether your business is actually being your solution is being used by the customers or not. Okay, next, rapid fire. Downloads are a metric. True or false?
True.
True. Metrics must be measurable. True or false?
True.
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 But can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Next question. Vanity metrics help validate a business.
What are vanity metrics?
Can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am, we
Hello?
can.
Okay. Vanity metrics help validate business. True or false?
True.
Ma'am, what are
Uh,
vanity metrics?
so vanity metrics are something that gives you a lot of, false data. Uh, like you buy a product, it looks real amazing on the application, the platform. You also see a lot of reviews on that ki bahut acha hai. But when you buy it, it does not match what the description was given or the data that was provided. Like, like you download one application because there were a lot of downloads or there were a lot of good reviews, but then you see that it was not good, right? So these are vanity metrics. Now tell me, vanity metrics help validate business, true or false?
False.
False. Metrics guide growth, true or false?
True.
True.
True. You only need one metric, true or false?
False.
False.
False. You need a lot of metrics. In finance, you need different metrics. You need different metrics in customer usage. You need metrics with customer retention also. Yes. So customer retention is very important. We will talk about it in later classes. The last thing that we want to talk about is unfair advantage. This is something that what your competitors cannot copy. What do you have? What is a feature or what do you have something in your solution? A secret recipe, a secret sauce, a unique edge, something very unique that nobody else can copy. That is unfair advantage. Maybe, for example, out of like Colgate, it has a very big brand value, and they were the first comers, very old brand. So that is one of the unfair advantage of Colgate. Another advantage, unfair advantage that I can talk about are something called patents. Have you heard about patents? Trademark patents, copyrights. These are something unfair advantage, like licensing. If you get a license, like if you do a patent, any competitor cannot copy your product. If they do, if they do something similar, they will have to pay a huge penalty based on your claims, right? So unfair advantage are something that your competitor cannot, uh, your competitor cannot copy from you. ठीक है? Rapid fire. True or false? Brand equity is an unfair advantage. True or false?
Ma'am, what is brand equity?
Brand equity means, imagine very well-known brand, okay, a very premium value. Like for example, Theobroma. Have you heard about Theobroma?
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
Okay, let's go to automobile. BMW. If I give you BMW or an Alto, what will you? How can an Alto even compete with BMW? What are the
Ma'am,
things that a company cannot copy from another company? So brand equity is an unfair advantage, yes or no?
yes, true.
It's a
True,
true
ma'am.
thing.
True.
You cannot copy a brand's yeah. Agar for so if you had known Samsung and Apple, I think. So these two people, they had a huge IVR a case and a fight that Samsung tried to copy some of the text or something, some designs that Apple had already done trademarking and copyrights. So so it is a brand. When a brand becomes, when a product becomes a brand, there are a lot of things that goes at the back. They do a lot of IPR filing. They do a lot of, securing their solution and their brand value. So it's a very big unfair advantage. And becoming a brand is a huge process. You don't uh, you don't become a brand just on the first day. It is a huge, it is like a trek that you have to go through. Good marketing is an unfair advantage, true or false?
False.
False. Good
False.
marketing is not an unfair advantage. It is a medium of channel that you connect the solution with that. Uh, uh, Patents count as unfair advantage, true or false?
True.
True. First mover status is always unfair. True or false?
True.
False.
Sometimes yes, sometimes no. Depends on what your competitor brings into the plate. Like Nokia was a huge brand, but then they were not able to, move into the Android era. They wanted to stick to Windows. They became a huge flop. But then The second comers, they become a huge brand, right? So first mover status is not always an unfair advantage. It can give you for some time, but when a new competitor comes and gives you a good brand value, people tend to move towards that. Customer loyalty can't be copied. True or false?
True.
True.
True, but not necessary, but true. Like usually, an Apple phone user will always stay loyal to Apple. Lot of times they don't go back to using Android at all. So these are some behavioral thinking that happens. Okay, so there are few common mistakes that people do on business model Canva. These are a few of them.
When will
Sorry.
this class end?
Just 2 more minutes because we started a little late. So I want to finish this because it's very important. I
Okay.
want you to work on this tomorrow with your team so that by 26 we have a very good business model that you will be presenting. Okay? These are few of the mistakes that everybody do, like trying to be for everyone, like trying to reach out for everybody, or unique value proposition. People try to say I'm the best. It's not about being the best. How are you making it as the best is something that you have to concentrate on. Listing down 10 number of problems, that is a huge problem. Treating the canvas as static, like you will say ki I will stick to that, being like Nokia, that I will not change to Android. It is not like that. Business model Canva is lean Canva. You have to change it. You have to be dynamic in changing the solutions based on your customer feedback. Over focusing on product and not user. Few people say कि यार मैंने तो best product बनाया, यही मैं करूंगी, यही मैं use करूंगी. No, it's not that way. You have to know applications also change. They change to that with the trend. So you also have to evolve the product. इग्नोरिंग कस्टमर फीडबैक. अगर एक कस्टमर बोल रहा है कि आपके एप्लीकेशन में ये प्रॉब्लम है, ये इसके वजह से इस पर्टिकुलर फीचर के वजह से our charge is draining a lot. This is a huge customer feedback that you cannot ignore. And if you do it based on your own assumptions, then you are building a wrong product. So this is the business model Canva. So quickly, I want you to scan this. Quick. Scan this and submit your answers as one of the assignments. Can you do that?
Ma'am, this will be the individual assignment 3.
This is individual. This is just a small activity. Since we are running out of time, I'm giving you as homework. So there are 15 questions, 15 MCQ based questions on lean model Canva. I want you to take this. Okay?
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, so now your assignment for Tuesday that is due is going to be like you have to first form a team. If you have not done yet, you have to form a team first. Okay? Then with your team, you have to build a business model Canva. Start, draft, just jot down your business model Canva. Then we will discuss about it in later classes. You have to submit it by Tuesday. Okay? Any questions?
Ma'am, this will be individual or with the whole team?
So the quiz that I have given is individual, but the lean model Canva that you have to submit is going to be a teamwork. You have to first make a team of 4, maximum of 4 people. That link has been given to you in the evening. You have to select your team members and tell me who are your team members. Okay. Then later you have to submit your lean model Canva. Got it?
Yes, ma'am.
Any doubt? Any doubt?
Ma'am, where will you share the rapid fire? Like the
I have already shared it, right? The QR code. Wait. I will give you the link right away, or in the group, I'll put it right away. You can do that. Any other questions for me? Any doubt on the assignment that you have to do? If not, we can close this session for today. Thank you so much for joining. We will meet in the
Ma'am,
next
please
class.
repeat the Ma'am, please
Sorry.
repeat the assignment.
Okay, so the
Please.
assignment is supposed to be first, you have to build your team, a team of four, maximum four. When you make a team, you have to give me your team members through the Google form that has already been circulated in the group. That is one. Another is going to be the building of business model Canva that the blocks that I have shown you. You have to build it with your team. Select one problem statement on based on that what type of solution that you will be doing. You have to build the business model Canva. Just jot down points. You don't have to do a very detailed business model Canva. Just jot down points based on the problem and the solution that you want to work on. Any doubt?
I was present the whole time, but just now a attendance poll popped up. I could not vote on that.
Have you
Okay.
voted earlier?
Earlier I have voted.
Yeah, then you're done.
Okay, so I am also sharing the quiz link in the group. You can use that. Tomorrow morning at 10 o'clock, I will close the responses. Okay. Any doubt? Okay, thank you so much for joining. We will meet in the next class. The next class when I when you all join for my class, I want you to be with your team. We will put you all into breakout rooms, and then we will have conversations over there. Okay,
Ma'am,
Hanji,
ma'am, what is the due date for this Q&A?
the
Yes, ma'am.
quiz will be shut by tomorrow 10 a.m. in the morning. The
And ma'am, can
assignment
you WhatsApp?
I have sent it on the WhatsApp also.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Take care. Thank you. Thank you, Shubham. I am logging out now.
Yeah, thank you so much, ma'am. We can close this window now. Have a
Thank
good
you,
day,
Shubham.
everyone. Have a good night.